even better than teams at the top separated by just 1 point. The challenge.
Yes, making the rounds in today's Sunrise Sports, MPFL increases a prize money to 200 million naira as the Rangers face Air Academy in 2024-25 MPFL's opener. Yes, pay us 196 million naira of face FIFA rod. Ex-players of Kwara United laments. The Nigeria coaches not good enough for Super Eagles job. This is coming. Okay, we will reveal who is saying this, as we have an ex-international in the studio here. English FA eyes Guardiola as Southgate's replacement. And then Mbappe says, "I will give my life to Madrid's success." At unveiling. Yes, so this is more becoming aware in this month's edition of Sunrise Sports, Sunrise 96.1 FM. TC is my name. Please do stay tuned. Yes, we have an esteemed guest in the studio. Talking about the ex-Super Eagles player, ex-Atlanta 96 gold medalist, ex-Rangers international player. So many ex there. Currently a coach. His name is Mr. Kingsley Obiekwe. Good morning and welcome to Sunrise Sports, Mr. Kingsley.
Yeah, good morning, Tochukwu. Thank you for having me, and good morning, sports fans.
MPFL says they will introduce, they might be introducing the VAR in the upcoming season. Your reactions, please.
Well, that would be good. But the thing is that are we up to it?
Okay.
Can we manage it? Can we handle it? Not the ones who were much will be going, the light went off. Okay?
Okay.
So, bringing VAR is a good idea. We'll have to put the planning, the logistic in place so that we can be able to handle it and maintain it.
Homes with the 100 to 200 million naira, says the MPFL. Yes, a group of former players and then officials of Kwara United has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the management of the club to pay their outstanding 106 million naira, which they claim is their collective sign-off fees owed from 2014 to 2015. And then the ultimatum was communicated to the club management by the group's legal counsel, exact legal associate, via a letter dated July 11, 2024, and then entitled the demand for outstanding sign-on fees, payment of HY players and then officials from 2014 to 2015 till date. And then counsel to the group, Double Y Ajade, stated that they had exhausted all avenues to get the club management to pay the outstanding monument of the group. So he decried the response of the club management, who he said paid a paltry sum of 5 million naira, which represented 2.4% of the outstanding sum of 196 million. And then the letter stated that this had put members of the aggrieved group in dire financial situation, with many of them unable to meet their financial obligation after rendering their services to the club. So the council, on behalf of the group, doctors issued a 7-day ultimatum to the Kwara United management to pay the outstanding sum to a just bank account, threatening to take the matter to the Football Federation, talking about FIFA, and then the World Body FIFA to seek redress. I beg your pardon. So meanwhile, 2 members of the aggrieved group who were team captains at different times, Onibadiri Akin and that of Sheriff Jimo, appealed to the state governor to intervene and then resolve the issue. And then on its part, the management of Kwara United said it was aware of the unpaid entitlement of the ex-players of the club, saying the chairman Kubi Titiloya had taken up the matter with the relevant stakeholders. And then the club chairman, in a statement signed by Ayodeji Ismail, media officer of Kwara United, on Tuesday, stated that the club management is a continuum, and then we are looking towards solving the problem, he stated. He could appeal to the state governor to assist in settling the debt. So we are aware of your ex-players' misfortune, he said. Yes, let's hear from the veteran himself, talking about Mr. Kingsley Beku, ex-Super Eagles player here in the studio.
Yeah.
MPFL increasing the prize money to 200 million from 150 million. And then ex-players of Kwara United lamenting that they need to be paid their 196 million naira or the management to face FIFA this time around.
Yeah, well, it's a welcome development for the MPFL prize money to be increased. I believe they are working towards the right direction. The truth is that for me, that money cannot cover the cost of running a club for a season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course. Okay, it will not cover the cost, but it's a welcome development.
Wow.
It means that the management of the MPFL, they have good ideas. They're trying hard to, improve the league, try to bring sponsors that can help them pay off this bill.
Okay.
Because the money coming only from government alone will not be enough. In as much as government have a social responsibility when it comes to sports and youth at large. So it's a welcome development, but the truth is that it cannot cover the cost of a season for any Premier League club in Nigeria. Think about paying salaries, think about paying transfers, think about hotel match bonuses and the rest of them. You can agree with me that at the end of the season, that money will not cover the cost.
Okay.
So, but the government is doing their own bits. 80% of our Premier League clubs in Nigeria have been sponsored by the state government.
Exactly.
So many people have clamored for government to remove their hand from sponsoring our league. For me, if government should remove their hands, our league will crash in no distant time. Because when you give it to a private individual, an individual can wake up tomorrow and ask you to carry a bag and go. He will say he's not going to pay you again.
Exactly.
If you want, go to NFL. If you want, go to FIFA. The highest thing that can happen, the club will go into extinction. And that will be the end. It has happened to me so many times.
Oh, really?
I've worked with private clubs all my life. I've worked with Dodgy United. I've worked with the FC Faniba. Okay, so these are examples of what you're talking about. So leaving the club entirely on the hands of private individual is good, but some of them will not have the capacity. They only have their own interests at hand.
Okay.
Making the money, leaving the actors to suffer, mean the coaches, the players, the management. At the end of the day, when you complain, they'll ask you, just like the experience I have some few years ago. The owner of a club told us, if you don't like the way he's managing his club, you can just resign and go. And some of us don't have any other choice than we left the place.
Wow.
So if you live entirely for an individual, it may work, but it may not last. Okay, it may work for a moment, but it may not cannot be sustained. government is doing their business, their special responsibility, okay, to sponsor a club representing the state. They have been doing well. So many governors that are sports lovers have been doing that during the internet. So coming to what is happening in Kwara United.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, this is where now the government should, bring administrators that have the interest of the state and the club at heart. From a few years ago, some of these administrators are politicians.
Okay.
Maybe they have somebody in the government, they give them the office to manage. And when the money comes in, they will not think about the players or the coaches. The government will release the money, and one individual will siphon the money in his pocket. This is where all this problem is coming. That is why I'm happy with His Excellency, Dr. Governor Dr. Ndibisemba,
Okay.
for appointing Amobi Ezak. Amobi Ezak is a good administrator.
Yeah, he is.
He knows the game.
Yeah.
He works with FIFA. We cannot hear such a story in Rangers because he has the passion of the players and the club at heart. He's someone that when the government releases the money into his hand, he will make sure he gets to the right source. These are the kind of administrators we are looking for in the country. In as much as everything is publicized now, that is the problem. So if Kwara United can, persuade the governor, to help in this situation, that would be good to save the image of the club and the nation as large. Okay, it will not be good for the players to take the matter to FIFA. At the end of the day, they will suspend the club from operation, and that will hinder, the youth from the state that are supposed to make ends meet from playing for Kwara United. So, and you can agree with me that the situation is not from this present government.
Okay.
It may be way back, maybe previous government or some private government in the past,
Yeah.
that causes all this problem. When money will be released from the state government into the coffins of the club, one individual will sit on the money, he will not pay the bills, and the thing will begin to occupy. You understand now?
Yeah.
Begin to build up. And most of the time, these players, they are family men. They have sole responsibility.
Yeah.
Somebody that works for you, you need to pay him. You need to pay him. It's quite unfortunate, even when
Very,
I
very
work.
unfortunate, yeah.
When I work in Benin Republic, I have the same experience. I
Really?
coach I coach a sportive football club, Benin Republic. Up to now, the club owner is still owing me. I've worked for some clubs in Nigeria, okay, to mention but Predator Force, they're still owing me. If I buy, still owing me. You understand? A family man for that matter. You understand now? So what do you expect one to do when he works for you? You not pay him. So if they know the right source or the right means to get their money, I encourage them to do so.
Okay.
But all I'm pleading is that the state government should look into their plight and know how he can be able to help so that the matter will not get to FIFA.
Wow. Yes, the Kwara State government should actually look into this players' plight and then find a way to help them, because what they are requesting for is entitlement. Still on the home front, now reigning MPFL champions Rangers International FC have succeeded in beating other suitors to secure the services of a former Niger Tornadoes winger, Clinton Jefta Tego, who penned a year deal to defend the badge of the Flying Antelopes. And then Jefta, who was amongst the top performers for the Mina-based side in the concluded season, put pen to paper for the Flying Antelopes on Monday, July 15th, 2024 at the club's corporate office in Enugu. So firstly, I want to thank God for making it possible for me to be here. Secondly, I feel so happy and then good to join a great side like Rangers International, the reigning league champions, and then I feel proud to be part of this club. I know the signing is coming late, but I am grateful it happened due to pressure from the couple of clubs for my services. So it was a hard decision for me, but I believed Rangers is the right choice for me, and then I feel happy and then good to be here, said Jefta Tego. And then the Southern Ijaw Bayelsa State born ball juggler makes the 10th addition to the Coast City side as it fortifies the team for a successful title defense, and then a fruitful CAF Champions League challenge which starts in the middle of August 2024 with the preliminary round of fixtures against the Comoros Island side, talking about the USC Zirimaju. I know you've been keeping tabs on Rangers International as your own former club, Mr. Kishidobiaku. So are you satisfied with the ongoing signings being made by Rangers management?
Well, I'm not in a Rangers technical group.
I know.
The last time you asked me a question concerning, I said the coaches, the management are in the best place to know the positions and areas that they want to bring in players.
Okay.
But there is a rumor making around the news, I don't know how to say it, that this same Jefta have gone to Enyimba, signed for them, collected money, saying he's coming back, and he came to sign for Rangers.
Yeah.
I don't know how true it is, okay, but if it is true, Rangers should find a way to resolve the matter. It's not good for a player to go and first of all negotiate with the club. I don't know whether he signed or not, I don't know what happened. For me, it's a rumor making around the news, and Rangers have not said anything about it. Okay, they should find a way, okay, to resolve the matter. But if Jets that have come to sign for Rangers, it means that Rangers management and crew saw him did well in last season
Exactly.
competition. Because that is how and where you can pick good players. It's after playing against your opponent, you can know and identify the players that you want in some certain position. So if Jets are coming to Rangers to improve the continental ambition for next season,
Yeah.
and help them to keep to retain the title.
But have you watched him play?
Well, I've not watched him play. I don't know the player in question, but I've heard a lot of good things about him. He's a very good player, very prolific,
Yeah.
determined, and they have passion for the game. So these are the kind of players that you want to have in your team.
But if watched the Rangers in their own couple of matches during the season, but where do you think they should be for defense, midfield, or attack?
Well, the few matches I watched Rangers play, their defense were solid. That Tony Ekati from Plateau United,
Okay.
he's a good defender. He played against Ingas last season in the FA Cup.
Okay.
That was why I saw the guy. I know he's a very tough and strong defender. So coming to Rangers last season, really helped the team. I believe he worked with Eletubu in Plateau United. That's why he brought him. And I watched Rangers in few occasions. Their defense is solid. They have players in the midfield that can hold the game, that can determine the pace of the game.
Yeah.
But for me, I think where they need to improve now is in the attack. Okay, they need to have a prolific striker that is hunger for goals. A striker that can give you up to 10 to 15 goals in a season. That is what is lacking in Rangers now.
Yeah.
And I believe the management can, get a player that can give them that kind of option. Even if it's from outside Nigeria or from any African country, they can go for that. As long as they want to improve and do well in the next season Champions League and the NPFL.
Wow. Okay. Yes, let's quickly announce to you that we've been joined by the man nicknamed the West, but not Terrible West. This one is an amateur West. Never played for any club. Good morning, West, and welcome to Sunrise Sports.
Good morning, TC. Yeah, your bad mouth.
Yes, West, the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Ibrahim Gusau, has dismissed a report that France women's national team coach Hervé Renard is being considered for the Super Eagles job. And then the Eagles have done without a head coach we all know since Philippe George resigned as a Super Eagles coach. And then Renard is being tipped and then being rumored to continue for which where Freddy stopped. So, what's your thought of that?
Okay, I think coming from a country where rumors are disregarded and eventually rumors become the reality, I am not paying much attention to this. So if they are denying the fact that they are going for Renard, they should tell us who is on the table. I think I saw on the internet sometime that they made the position open and they are taking applications. So I don't know if anybody has applied yet or if they intend to personally hire anybody. So if they are dismissing that of Renard, then who are we waiting for? We don't have time.
Yeah.
I think the AFCON qualification will kick off anytime soon. We need a coach who will come in and start making preparations, start looking for players to work with, or even establish a relationship with those who are already existing, so we can have a good qualification outing and see if we can salvage our World Cup qualification too by next year. So this is no time to play cards. If they are going for someone, they should decide and go for the person already, so the person can start working, because there is no time to wait.
There is no time to wait. Now, Mr. Kingsley, rumor had it just 2 days ago that Renard actually requested for, then charged the NFL for a monthly salary of 300 million naira if he should take over the management of Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Well, the question is that if NFL will be ready to pay France Federation to release a Renard to come and work with the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
I believe he has 2 or 3 years contract with French FA.
Yeah.
And for you to, ask somebody to leave his job to come and work for you need to pay some compensation. In as much as Arena have worked with African nations, countries, in so many and couple of times, he was the champion with Zambia. Okay, at some point, he worked with Cote d'Ivoire as an experienced coach.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Arena will, leave his job by coaching a French Olympic team, female team, okay, to come and take Super Eagles job. Just like West said, we don't have time.
Yeah.
The NFL should decide on what they want immediately. Try to get somebody that will begin to prepare the team ahead of time, trying to establish relationship with the coaches there and the players that are on ground, so we can be able to, salvage the situation that we're in.
Okay, apart from leaving his job, how do you rate Renard in terms of his coaching qualities?
Yeah, well, we've watched him over time. He has worked with so many nations, just like we say in Africa.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. He understands the game. He reads the game very, very well. He has passion for the game. He's one that can, energize and mobilize players to give their best.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of coaches we need in Nigeria.
I don't think he can manage the players' personalities.
Yes, this is we are talking about a coach that got a win against Argentina in the World Cup with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And yes, Saudi Arabia is not a footballing nation, but when you watch their football, you will understand that they improved. Beyond getting results, you see their game flow, you see how organized the team is. That is to show you what the coach has done for the team. You understand? And he's a coach that understands African football, and he has proven it by the trophies he has and the number of wins he has with the Chipolopolo of Zambia and Cote d'Ivoire. So I think with the kind of individual talent we have in Nigeria and his managerial abilities, I think we will create chaos in Africa and beyond.
Wow. Okay. So Super Eagles will be ready to create chaos. Taribo has spoken. Mr. Kingsley, the future of Nigerian and Napoli striker Victor Osimhen remains uncertain as the summer transfer window heats up. So despite a dip in form during the 2023-24 season, where he scored 17 goals in 32 appearances across all competitions, the Nigerian international continues to attract interest from top European clubs, talking about Victor Osimhen. Yes, Chelsea and PSG, German have all been linked with Osimhen, though his £130 million release clause is started into a contract signed just 6 months ago, present a significant hurdle for potential suitors. And then recent reports suggest that Chelsea may be rekindling their interest in Osimhen. So according to a court offside, the Blues are looking to progress a deal potentially involving Romelu Lukaku in a players plus cash arrangement. And then journalist Fabrizio Romano wrote via X on Monday, Victor Osimhen remains on PSG list in case they sell one striker this summer. So no formal proposal on the table, but he's one of the names on PSG's list, while also Saudi Pro League clubs are keen. So if Osimhen leaves Napoli, Napoli plan to go for Romelu Lukaku. However, this contract with other sources claiming Chelsea have cooled their interest due to concerns over Osimhen's injury record and then the tackle fit under new manager Enzo Maresca. So Maresca himself has hinted at a cautious approach to transfers, stating in a recent interview, "I'm convinced the squad is very good and then full of talent." So the most important thing now is we are able to create the right culture that drives us for season. As much as the pursuit of Osimhen faces financial constraints. So what's your advice to Victor Osimhen now that the financial clause remains the only problem why he has not moved to another club currently?
Well, for me, Victor Osimhen, I don't know if he has apologized to the judge. If he hasn't, he has to do that as quickly as possible.
Okay.
In as much as his outburst, in Instagram, it was in the Yoruba language, in Pidgin language. The white can go at length to find somebody to interpret what he's saying, which is not good for him and for his image. The judge is a big name, a legend when it comes to European football.
Yeah.
And having that kind of outburst, can deter Victor Osimhen. The white cannot come in the open, but they might have their reservation. The last time we spoke about it, I mentioned Balotelli. That is one of the things that killed his career. Arrogant. You understand now? So Osimhen need to do something, and it's obvious that Conte did not want him in Napoli.
Yeah.
So he need to move. He need to move. So he has to, his and his team need to do something fast concerning that issue, because that is the thing that's the symptoms of the club. Paying the money is not the issue. But somebody somewhere might say, no, okay, we don't want him. And that's the end of it.
It's true.
I remember one of our players in England Football Club. He went to Norway. Okay, then in Norway, the administrators and managers of the club, they sponsored the foreign players. So 2-3 players have interest in sponsoring that player from England. But the guy has to play his friendly match. And he went in the box, he tackled and committed a foul. From that foul, they scored a goal.
Wow.
The sponsors here and there canceled their interest of sponsoring him. And that was how the guy came back to Nigeria. But he cannot come in the open and tell us what happened. I've lived in Europe, I've played in Europe, so I know how the white people behave. Okay? That incident, that outburst may be a hindrance for Victor Osimhen. So we need to do something fast. I apologize to Fringe Judge, we have not done that. And hopefully, okay, the white can change their mind and the club can go for that fee.
Wow. That's a big one. West.
Okay, well,
I know you're a very good senior advocate of Osimhen, so go on.
I am a senior advocate of what is right. For every action there is an equal reaction. That is, physics. We call it the law of inertia.
Yeah.
So yes, but my elder brother Kingsley said, he has to apologize regardless of what led to what happened. There are different approach, especially when an elder is involved.
Yeah.
And we can rightly say Finidi George is an elder in every way, both by age and both by portfolio. Even in the game.
Is maybe even better than teams at the top separated by just 1 point. Challenge.